Hey y'all, Knox here with the American Suppressor Association, and welcome to the May 2023 Suppressor Policy Update. Starting this month, we're going to give you up-to-date wait times for Form 4s in every suppressor policy update. As it stands today, wait times are averaging 232 days for e-Form 4s and 312 days for paper forms. I've been in this industry since 2009, and I've seen everything from 4-week averages to well over a year. Things have settled down a little bit and seem to be trending in the right direction, but let me be clear. Any wait time is too long. Even ATF Director Dettelbach agrees.
I would agree with you that the processing times are too long.
We saw ATF leadership at the Orchid Advisors Firearms Industry Conference in Atlanta at the beginning of the month. While there, we had good one-on-one discussions with the folks from the NFA division who provided updates on the e-Form system. One thing we are working on with ATF is error resolution capability for e-Forms users. We will provide a full update on this in the near future, but for anyone tracking the issue, ATF has agreed to provide basic error resolution for e-Form 4s that have clerical errors holding up the transfer. That means things like misspelling your address or accidentally typing your birth year as the wrong year. Clerical errors do not include answers that make you a prohibited person. Those are grounds for denial and will remain as such. All that to say, we appreciate ATF for reintroducing error resolution to the process so folks with honest mistakes on their applications aren't penalized with additional wait times. On the state level, legislatures across the country are winding down. At this point, most of the states that aren't full-time legislatures have already gone or are about to go sine die. Thankfully, that means, without convening a special session, many of the states we're worried about won't be able to further restrict your right to own and use a suppressor this year. When it comes to states like those, no news is good news. On the litigation front, there's been quite a bit of movement recently. In our last policy update, we told you that Anderson v. Raoul, the case supported by ASA Foundation and Silencer Shop, had been placed on a 90-day stay pending a judgment on 4 consolidated assault weapons ban cases being heard by Judge Stephen McGlynn, the judge in Anderson v. Raoul. On April 28th, Judge McGlynn issued a preliminary injunction, temporarily blocking the enforcement of the new assault weapons ban in Illinois. As part of his order, he stated, quote, "Items that aid in accuracy may be considered arms and are presumptively protected by the Second Amendment." What he's referring to were pistol grips, thumbhole stocks, and flash suppressors. Now those cases had nothing to do with silencers or noise suppressors, but his justification for granting the preliminary injunction bodes incredibly well for Anderson v. Raoul. If the Second Amendment applies to flash suppressors, which we all agree it does, those same protections should absolutely apply to noise suppressors. On May 11th, ASA Foundation and Silencer Shop attorneys submitted a motion to lift the stay since a ruling in the assault weapons ban case has already been made. The state of Illinois responded on May 25th, stating that they had no issues with Judge McGlynn lifting the stay. They proposed a response date of June 16th and suggested that the Anderson case and Morse v. Raoul, a similar lawsuit in front of Judge David Dugan, should proceed in front of a single judge. ASA Foundation and Silencer Shop attorneys are working on a response, and when we receive an update from Judge McGlynn, we will let you know. Last, but certainly not least, on May 1st, we officially hired Jessica Kallam as ASA's Vice President of Marketing. Jess brings more than 20 years of firearms marketing and PR experience to the table, including 4 years at ASA sponsor Silencer Co., where she served as VP of Marketing. At ASA, we're very proud of the work we do to protect and expand suppressor rights across the country, but we know that we aren't perfect. One of our biggest shortcomings has always been effective communication, which is a major part of the reason we are so excited to have Jess on our team. With her expertise, I pledge we will be more open and effective at letting you know what your membership dollars are going towards. After all, as an investor in our nonprofit, you deserve to know where every dollar goes. Now that's it for our May policy update. Be sure to tune in next month. We'll see you then. As a nonprofit, our job is to fight for your rights, and we could not do it without your support. Your membership and your donations fund our fights in Washington, D.C. and in state capitals across the country. I promise that the American Suppressor Association will not stop fighting until suppressors are removed from the National Firearms Act and are legal to own in all 50 states. Help us protect your right to protect your hearing by making sure your membership in the American Suppressor Association is active. Visit us at asamember.com to join or renew today. That's asamember.com.